haven't done this in a long while, haven't I? Yeah, I know.
Welcome to a Q&A on a Saturday.
We are back, bitches!
What's up, mighty boys and girls? It's your Ranger Boy here, and let's see if I still got it. Welcome to another Q&A video! Oh my god, guys, seriously, I really missed you. And I'm really sorry for the lack of Q&As. But as you guys might know, like always, I'm really busy, and especially with my annoying 9-to-5 job, but who cares about that? You guys want me to answer your desirable questions, even though the questions are a little bit old now. But who cares about that? Let's move on with the question. So the first burning question I want to answer is in regards of the thing I'm still a little bit hesitant about, and that's the P word. And no, it's not what you think, it's the Patreon thing. So if you're not interested at all about that topic, skip to the timescale right here, because, you know, I can totally understand. But for the people who actually asked for me to open up a Patreon and want to know more, then first of all, I have to make this clear. Do not spend your hard-earned money if you can't afford it. Like, please guys, please guys, I wouldn't really be able to look myself in the mirror if I would know that there are people out there who spend their hard-earned money instead of, you know, for food, for quality of life things, and instead of that they spend it for a dork like me. I could never accept that, okay? So do not spend your hard-earned money if you can't afford it, only to, you know, be in contact with me or only to help me out, because no, I don't want that. Why am I doing Patreon? Well, I'm not really doing Patreon because I want to, but because I've been asked to. A lot of people, for example, like this comment right here, they just constantly ask me, Long, please open up a Patreon because we want to support you, we want to support your channel, and we want to see your channel on the next level. We want you to improve, we want you to grow. And honestly guys, something like that really wound me up a little bit, because I never would have thought that there are people out there who genuinely care about me that much, that they would even go so far to spend their money on me, like that they just really freely want to support me financially, and that's like really cool. But there's a problem guys, I downright refuse to lock my content behind a paywall, to give people who pay me some kind of advantage or some kind of, I guess, more love and more attention compared to my other subscribers, because I don't want that. I love each and every one of you equally the same. So therefore, when it comes to my Patreon, I don't have some kind of high-class tier or some kind of reward system for you guys, because that is not what I want to do with my Patreon. This Patreon only is for the people who really want to support me financially and want to like support my channel. And again guys, if you can't afford it, don't spend money. I will still continue to upload videos. And if the Patreon thing won't work, well, I still have my real life job. But anyway, what exactly is the goal I'm aiming for with this Patreon? Well, like I said before, many people want me to open up a Patreon because they want to see me on the next level. They want to see me grow and they want me to improve. And that's exactly what I want to do with the Patreon. With the money, I want to invest in equipment, merchandise, which a lot of people also have been asking for, like numerous times. Maybe a better camera, because let's be honest here, my camera is way too old and I really need a new one. But again, that's everything like for the planned near future. But this Patreon really would help me out with that. But again guys, if you really can't afford Patreon, do what you always did. Watch my videos, like, comment, and you know, especially the comments, because I really need them and they really motivate me. Anyway guys, that's the end of the whole Patreon thing. Let's move on to the more interesting questions. What do you think of Best Girl MARNIE? That's kind of strange. While going through all the comments, I somewhat realized that MARNIE's really popular among you guys. So I guess MARNIE's new best girl now? Does MARNIE dethrone Serena as best girl? Maybe if she finally debuts in the anime, that could be possible. But man, MARNIE already has a lot of dedicated fans, and I can't blame them. I was somewhat into goth girls. I don't know why, man, it had a certain something about them. And as soon as I saw MARNIE, you know, I remember back at my very early days. And you know, having a crush on goth girls, and that kind of got reignited again, so I kind of understand why you guys really like MARNIE. Because I like MARNIE too. But not in the way you think. I have two questions. Do you think if they add MARNIE in Sword and Shield anime, do you think she'll be a love interest? See guys, everybody loves MARNIE. And MARNIE is a love interest? I think with her design and the character she displayed in the games, I highly doubt it. It would be interesting, but I highly doubt it. Secondly, if she was to become a love interest, should she be a tsundere and eventually give Ash a kiss? Because she has twin tails? Nah, come on man, but seriously, MARNIE and tsundere doesn't really correlate with me personally. Because man, like MARNIE in the games is a more down-to-earth person. I don't really see her as a tsundere type of character. Advanced shipping is best! Hey, no need to worry man, you can ship whatever the fuck you want. Hashtag ship out. And honestly, I love advanced shipping. It was my very first shipping, but the very first time I fell in love with the whole shipping concept, and maybe in some part I agree with you. But still, more shipping is the best. If Serena was to return to the anime, would she become one of Ash's companions? Or would she just be there for an episode and be gone for a long time? I'm really sorry to say this, man, but I expect the latter one. Because I don't want a past gen to overshadow the current gen. Again. And honestly, I really like Go and Koharu and just Gen 8 in general. And I love it so much that I rather don't want past generations to overshadow them. Even though the main theme of that generation is reuniting with past regions. You know, so, you know, it's kind of complicated in that way. So I can't really give you a definitive answer. I don't want it to end up like in Gen 7 with Misty and Brock. But on the other hand, it is kind of the theme of this generation. So, maybe it would be good, I don't know. How do you want Serena's possible return to go in the series? We love you long, thank you for everything. Thank you, man. First of all, thank you, man. And secondly, how would I like Serena's return? Of course, it should be done in just a few episodes, and this return should also somewhat elevate the current generation so that the current generation will grow and evolve, and with this past generation helping the current generation, you know, a passing of the torch. That is what I always wanted. That is what I wanted from the Misty and Brock thing, which sadly didn't happen. And I hope that not only with Serena, but also with every other past companion possibly returning to the anime. Please, please, please. I hope that that will happen. Long, you forgot to put up ships from the new Pokemon series in your outro. No need to worry, man. I'm working on a new outro. But at the same time, I'm not quite sure who to put in that outro because I really like Koharu and Go, but at the same time, you know, the main ship is possibly Go and Ash, so I guess Go and Ash. But I'm still thinking about that. Chikorita or Turtwig had an argument with a friend. Oh man, that is actually a really complicated question to me. Because when it came to Chikorita, I really didn't like the first evolution, but I really loved what they did with Bayleaf later. On the other hand, I really loved Turtwig at the beginning, but I really hated what they did with Turtwig later on. With the whole Grotle and Torterra story of, you know, getting slower and therefore you have to do a new battle style and stuff, and you're kind of conflicted with that. As a story itself, great, but I just like Turtwig more, man, I'm sorry. How do you think Ranger Serena and you would celebrate Valentine's Day? And other dudes as well, if you have an idea. Celebrating Valentine's Day with other dudes? I guess we would play FIFA and PlayStation at that day, because, you know, no Valentine. Well, how would Ranger Serena celebrate Valentine's Day? She
Wouldn't! Do you know how many love letters I get from boys? And sadly, even from girls? Please be my Valentine senpai? Never! I'm an independent, strong woman! Also, I'm not real. Get that in your head already, goddammit. But still, thank you. It's not like I appreciate that or anything. Baka!
Okay. What are your thoughts on the new Pokemon showed in the Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra? Kubfu, Urshifu, and the new Reggie, the Galarian legendary bird Pokemon. I really liked every Pokemon shown in that trailer. And not only that, but I also really love the alternate costumes that you got for the trainers. Especially like the karate female one. I don't know why, but I really like that. But I'm way more excited about the new Reggies because, as you guys might know, one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon of all time are the Reggies. Because, I don't know, there's something special about them. And now that they have some sort of new Galarian form, oh my god, I'm hyped as hell. Please give me that. What is your favorite Gen 8 Gala Pokemon so far? Mine is all creamy. I guess you like it creamy. I know. And in regards of my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon, I'm still kind of balancing between Morpeko and Dragapult. In regards of Morpeko, yes, I know, it's a Pikachu clone. But I honestly really like the design, and I also really liked how it switches from like this cute mode to like this really aggressive mode. And I also like its signature attack, which name I can't remember anymore. And in regards of Dragapult, I just love the dragon ghost type combination. And also its design in general. It just looks like a goddamn air jet. What is your thoughts on Pokemon the movie Coco teaser trailer? Yes, you mean Ash meets Tarzan. It seems like the story is about a kid called Coco being raised in a jungle since being a baby. And I guess it's also been raised by Pokemon, so it's pretty much like Tarzan. So that's why I didn't really make a video about it, because that's all I could say. But yeah, the concept in itself, interesting, I guess. Does it mean that Ash is like the Jane in that Tarzan story? What would Serena think? What would Go think? Have you ever watched Boku no Pico? Because I remember one of your cracks, you had a song. Yeah. Yes, I watched Boku no Pico, the first episode, like half of it. Because, you know, a former friend of mine, quote, former friend of mine, you know, one day recommended me Boku no Pico, and he's like, Long, you have to watch this anime. It's like really exciting, there's a lot of action, and you will never forget it. And he was right. And the day after that, I quit my friendship with him. Never again. Guys, never again. My question would be, if you could battle against Ash, against which Ash from which generation would you like to fight? In regards to that question, I would really love to fight against 3 specific Ashes. It would be Diamond and Pearl Ash, XY Ash, and of course, Sun and Moon Ash. Diamond and Pearl and XY, because, you know, in my opinion, those 2 Ashes are really the peak of his performance in regards of skills, abilities, story, and, you know, just the way he uses Pokemon. Alola Ash, I would really love to battle because, you know, he's a champ. And I would love to see how I would do against, you know, a legitimate champ. So yeah, that would be my answer. And which Pokemon would you use and which Pokemon would he use out of all his Pokemon? In regards of like my Pokemon, in like every playthrough I do with every Pokemon game of mine, I tend to choose either like my favorite Pokemon of that generation or Pokemon who are somewhat famous in the anime and I really like them because of the anime and therefore I use them. And in regards of which team Ash should use, I would like him to either use the Pokemon he used in that certain generation or just his strongest Pokemon because, you know, I would easily get stomped. And for some odd reason, I would like that. Is that wrong? As Rachel Senpai, now that the internet has dubbed Hatini as waifu Pokemon, which of the quote-unquote waifu Pokemon is your favorite? Gardevoir, Lopunny, Hatini, etc. Hatini is a waifu Pokemon? Really? Okay, waifu Pokemon. But I guess if I could choose, I would go with Gardevoir? I guess I would go with Gardevoir. But I also like Lopunny. And Hatini is kinda a new thing, so I can't decide, man, sorry. But that doesn't mean that I like Pokemon or anything, like in the way you are implying. No. No. Most interesting question must answer. Gardevoir or Hatini? I guess I would go with Gardevoir, but Hatini is... Oh, no, Gardevoir. Gardevoir. Smash, marry, and kill. Sonia B. Nessa. P.S. No lolly. Also P.S. Only if they're real, and only if they're my... Wait a minute. They are my age, right? Oh, cool. So, only if they're real. Didn't I mention it before? I don't want to kill any one of them. They're all bae. I guess I would smash Nessa. Like, easy. Marry either Sonia or B. Especially after that Twilight episode, I really want to marry B. So, speaking of B, there's one thing I want to talk about with you guys, and that is the whole B whitewashing controversy. For the guys who don't know, a few days ago there was some kind of controversy around the Twilight Wings anime in regards of Bee and her skin color. And many people, and surprisingly enough, even some Japanese people, they complained about Bee's skin color being too bright. And compared to the game design of Bee, it's not dark enough. And I'm like, who cares about that? Seriously, like, there are really people who invest their time and energy on that. And I'm like, who cares about that? When I watched Twilight Wings, I cared about, you know, the animation, the story, the characterization, and maybe some of the action. But I never really cared about that. Like, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of the whole Nessa debacle just a few months ago, where a lot of artists got a lot of shit thrown at them because, you know, their art of Nessa was not dark enough. It was not the right skin color. Who cares about that, man? If it's as long as it looks good and as long as it entertains you, like, who really gives a shit? But hey, who am I talking to? Maybe I'm just not racially insensitive enough to actually relate to that. But hey, I'm just an idiot on the internet. Who cares about that? And if you really care about that, hey, more power to you. But I really don't understand you. I really don't. Hala gave Ash a second chance by screwing his own grandson. And secondly, 90% of those who competed were all inexperienced in battling, except for Professor Kukui, Ilima, and Gladion. I somewhat agree with you. But I will talk about that in a future video in regards of the Alola League. You really should wait for that specific video because I still have a bone to pick with that thing. No need to worry, man. You're not the only one. So when are you gonna make your own Discord server? Probably never. Sorry, Dirty, my friend. It's just that, first of all, you guys, you know, man, I don't have time because of my 9-to-5 job. It's mentally and physically really exhausting. And secondly, I'm just in general just not good with talking to like more people at the same time. Yeah, sorry, man. Does Pokemon have any respect to Iris? I wish I could say yes, but the past kinda showed that it kinda tends to no. Okay, let me give you an example of how less they actually care about Iris. Back then in the Black and White series, they released merchandise of Silent, which I have right there. They released merchandise of Black and White Ash, but they never released a figurine of Iris. Till this day, they have no Iris figurine. And now let me tell you a little thing that is really bothering. They even released a figurine of Iris's Dragonite before Iris. So that kinda shows you, that and many other examples kinda shows you how much they actually care about Iris. Which sadly is none. And hopefully maybe in the future, the anime and maybe Pokemon in general would finally give Iris some respect. Please, that girl needs some respect! Since Ash is the champion in the Alola League now, Ash can now participate in the Champions League, where he battles every champion in the region. Please notice me, senpai, and give me your opinion. A few months ago I would say, yeah, that is now really possible. But the way the Gen 8 anime is going now with the whole World Tournament thing, I guess we won't see the whole Champions League thing anytime soon. I'm sorry guys, even though I would have loved to see that. But I guess it won't happen anytime soon. And no, the World Championship Tournament is not the same as the Champions League. I don't believe that. I don't believe that Cynthia was talking about that. To be honest, Go is pretty much a female instead of a male. I mean, he sure is a cute kawaii girl, isn't he? Man, you are such a cute kawaii girl. I mean boy, I mean girl, I mean, oh my god! Have you ever wanted Serena to get pregnant? But isn't that a little bit too soon? Maybe later on if they're like adults. But even as adults, that's a really difficult decision. But hey, if you want to look of how a Ash and Serena family would look like, look no further than my friend Nova Noah, who just did this art right here. I think you would like that. What are you hoping to see out of the Sword and Shield anime? Everything I hoped for in the Sun and Moon anime, like focusing more on the characters, you know, less comedy, more action, and as of right now it really goes a good direction. So Gen 8 anime, please go on with that direction and just focus. Focus, please! Hi man, greetings from Colombia. I don't know why I did a Russian accent. In Latin America. So here's my question. Favorite starter of each region. It can be in a first, middle, and a fully evolved. Gen 1 Squirtle. I don't like Wartortle. I like Blastoise. Gen 2. I have to stop the accent. Gen 2, Cyndaquil and its evolution line. Gen 3, Trico and its evolution line, because the more it evolves, the more it gets badass! Gen 4, I have to stick with Chimchar. Not necessarily because I like the design, but more because of the anime, because come on. Gen 5, Oshawott is my boy. Oshawott is my boy! Even though I really hate its evolution line. Gen 6, of course, Greninja, because of the anime, and also because Ninja. Gen 7, I guess I have to go with Rowlet. I liked Rowlet in the Sun and Moon anime. It was funny as hell. It had a lot of character. It was one of the brothers who actually had a character. So yeah, I would totally choose Rowlet. Favorite Pokemon from Galar and favorite Galarian form. Favorite Pokemon from Galar, Morpeko or Dragapult. And favorite Galarian form? Surfetch'd. Definitely Surfetch'd. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Honestly, I really missed you guys. And let's hope that I will continue to make this a weekly series again. Finally, I will promise I will make it a weekly series. Anyway guys, if your question hasn't been answered, no need to worry. Leave it in the comments down below and I promise that this time I will answer the comments of the Q&A. And just like always, I see you guys in the comments down below. Bye guys!